Oh, this UI is so small.
I'm ready to rape, boys.
Alright, whatever.
What?
Which two? Which two have to have spicy Cheetos? You and you. So that's Brandon and Laz's.
No, that's F-Dot.
Oh, that's F-Dot and Laz's, isn't it? Okay.
This is from your favorite garden.
I hate that kid now.
Who is it?
T.O.
And so we've got T-Ho17. Give Laz a Cheeto with hot sauce from his favorite gardening tool, Kipo. Of course, gotta have the Kipo. And then Graham64. All it says is to have F-Dot eat a spicy Cheeto while casting.
Good luck.
Do I have to be casting while I do this? I mean, I don't even like Cheetos.
All right,
That's
wait,
the downside.
real quick. So we got Kronos, Osiris,
Look at that face. Look at that face.
Bacchus,
Right?
Medusa, Uller. And then across the way, it's just like Chang'e Geb, so GG, right? Like, I mean, this should be front and back for blue team.
Yeah, I'm seeing that. I like Kronos. Kronos is fun. I like Reels. We'll see how it does. So So here's the thing. I'm not really like a chip guy. I'm not a snack guy, right?
Really?
All right. I'm not a skinny guy either, but that's because I'm Italian and I eat 2 dinners. All right. So I eat breakfast, lunch, dinner, and then dinner again. I don't do dessert. I don't
What
do
are you
snacks.
looking at, son? Sit down!
Not looking at much. Good kill for Kronos.
See, I'm not very familiar with Medusa and how she works yet.
Don't look at her.
Don't look at it. It's kind of like, I guess, in Dota, like Medusa from Dota.
I don't know. That game's too hard for me, man. What are you buying spells to go back to the base for? You just hit B.
True. Yeah. Good game.
What is this guy dancing around for?
Cha-cha-cha.
I'm not feeling this, dude. This is gross to me.
I'm not feeling it.
Like the way Brandon feels about fast food is the way I feel about most like snack.
No,
like,
I also feel that way
chips and
about
stuff.
snacks and
I
chips.
know, I know. So the way Brandon feels about it, I feel about it. I just don't do this. Like, I'll do a Frito. I'll do Fritos like once a year. Okay. Doritos. It's what are you crazy? So Laz is just he lowered the amount of like hot sauce on the Cheeto by wiping it on a habanero. I don't think you get how this works. Okay, there's oils on the habanero that's gonna make it spicy as hell. All right, here's the deal, Brandon. You got to carry for the next little bit because me and my mans are gonna bottoms up.
We're going downtown, brother.
Good luck, brother.
Cheers.
There you go. We touched our sticks.
Let's touch our swords. Okay, anyway, with that, it's 1-3 right now. Medusa catches a few people looking, sends them back to the base in a box. And 1-3, they're looking real strong. I mean, it's going to be up to them to safely find a way to end their own lives, right? I mean, they have to be able to kill themselves to the tower, find a way to sacrifice so that way they don't give up golden experience. And they have to do it soon, but they're going to blink in. Intoxicate's going to hit 3. Not sure how they're going to follow that one up. How you doing, F-Dot?
Pretty good.
All right.
It's definitely not as bad as it's like sweet.
Yeah, that was a lot easier than the last one for sure.
Cataclysm going to hit 3 in the back line, going real deep for it. Bastet jumps in, looking for more. Medusa finds another 2. What are you looking at? It's too strong. Belly flop going to find another. The communication and power from the red team seems to be so much stronger.
Okay.
But yet, 2 for 1.
I get it now. So it's targeted, right? So I had the jelly at the end of the Cheeto.
Right.
And the way I put it in my mouth, the jelly wound up like in the corner of my cheek.
Sure.
And now there's just a nuclear radiation zone in the corner of my cheek. The rest of my mouth is fine, but I think you might be able to see my teeth soon through my cheek. Like I can feel it boring a hole through my skin. Oh my goodness. That sucks. That actually does suck. How you doing, Les?
I'm actually very fine. Earlier, the big spoonful, and I feel like I've grown to like it.
That would suck.
It sucked.
Because like I said, the spot where it hit, definitely like I feel that. But if I had to like, that would suck.
That was miserable.
Yeah, I apologize.
For the charity, brother.
Hell yeah. All right, so you know what? Why don't we switch it up a little bit, Lazarus?
Sure.
You want to try doing some play-by-play?
Yeah, sure. We got a little kitty cat jumping in with some scratchies. Uller
What are you
misses some
watching
auto
Moji
attack.
stream?
I don't know any ability names, so I just call it when I kind of see it. Like, Jean-Qui is, I got Ghost, Stun, Lifesteal,
Like
and
water,
a slow.
Like the famous water hands.
Yeah, the water hands, dude. He got, I don't know, I just call him their 1, or I'll be like Kronos ulted. I don't even know what that is. Reverse time,
See,
maybe?
I mean, that's actually what's fun, right? Like, I don't like to say 1, 2, 3, 4 because for uninformed players that means nothing.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So, but also if Artemis is the best example. What?
Trap, volley, attack speed, and bore.
Excuse me, it's vengeful assault, transgressor's fate,
Right. Suppress the insolence.
suppress the insolent, and my favorite, Caledonian Boar. Where is Caledonia? Seriously,
Isn't that like a Muse song? Like
Caledonia? Muse? You listen to Muse?
no, man,
I thought
but
you liked
it was
good
in
music.
Guitar Hero, man.
I thought you like good games.
I have to beat all the songs in Guitar Hero.
You ever play Guitar
you play
Hero
an
for too
expert?
long?
Yeah, dude.
And then the world.
We used to hack the PS2, so we get all the extra songs. That shit was way too hard, though.
That's illegal.
No, because we weren't pirating. We were just adding things in and playing without streams, so it wasn't illegal.
there you go.
Who are you trying to argue with, bro?
I'm just saying, I watch Sandstorm.
Okay.
You said watch Sandstorm.
Minions are coming down the wave right now. We got a couple
Oh,
Chronos things hitting.
Yeah, there you go. That's how I do it, baby.
But so staying away from the 1, 2, 3, and 4 isn't so bad, and staying away from like the actual names is you got to find that happy medium.
Yeah.
You know, like Water Spout is okay. Knock Up can work when you talk about Hebo. Water Hands is my favorite because it's actually water
Bart.
coming out of his hands.
I
But
mean,
trying
that's
to-
just because he didn't know the name of the move, though. He wasn't trying to help out the viewers. Like that's the water hands.
What is it called? Water cannon?
Water
Water
cannon.
cannon.
Ooh.
Oh, again, caught looking. Intoxicate. My man's gonna get sent back to the base there. Too many drinks.
What's that like?
Looking at me, I don't know. Glasses.
Ah, well, you know, when you remember, it's pretty painful.
Looks like red team is getting aggressed on, or blue team's getting aggressed on really hard despite the Chang'e Geb. How does that make you feel, DM?
I mean, like, we'll get there. I mean, maybe.
They do have a
Wait,
Nox.
who's playing the Chang'e? Is that real? Does that say real? I can't
I
see it.
think Reels is on the. Oh wait, no, I can't
not
tell.
real. Wait,
The
wait.
Reels is on Chang'e.
It's real. No wonder.
Cha cha
He
cha.
doesn't know what he's doing on Chang'e. He's like, I keep trying to use my auto attacks and I die.
I'm
He's
not
gonna-
critting.
He's gonna come out with Sprint 3.
Oh
That's
man.
it. I would love to just see a basic attack build on this Chang'e.
I definitely would not like to see that at all. I mean, not even a little bit.
So you were asking a little bit about Medusa, Lazarus.
I was.
We'll break it down for you and the viewers at home. She's relatively simple, sort of. Okay, not quite. So her one is her first ability is a basic attack steroid. The next 3 abilities are very fast. They used to be 100%. That was the big nerf that everybody's talking
Now it's
about.
40, scales up to 80.
Right. That was the big nerf that everybody was talking about because she'd be able to hit that and just boom, boom, boom,
Ah.
like a AA-12 or something from Call of Duty, right? So they changed that a little bit, and now it's kind of just not that good.
Yeah.
Right?
Did she get? Do you think she got over nerfed?
You know,
Personally, I think she was
thought
hit
so.
a little hard.
I thought so, but I started leveling that acid spray, man.
Yeah, of
and
course.
her lane clear and pressure are outrageous. Her 2, now you hit the front, the cone, you can't dodge it.
Right.
It just will hit you.
And I actually really like that ability. So we were talking about the second ability, Acid Spray, and what happens is it's a line attack, just like So Beautiful or Neath Arrow or any other line attack.
Right.
But at the end, at the point of impact, it spreads out like a fan.
Right.
So it's gonna hit you in lane, which makes her very sort of like the Queen of Poke, which used to be Artemis's type.
Yeah, but now, I mean,
Now
it
that's
does
small.
a lot of damage. Her 3, Lacerate, a small dash, reduces healing, actually does damage as well. When it got
That's
nerfed in
weird.
damage, I'm like, I don't know, understand why they didn't. Wait a second, this move does damage?
That's
oh
exactly,
my god!
That's exactly what I said, because the gimmick is you'd pick her, you'd dash into them, and they grab you like Bowser does in Smash. Right?
Yeah.
It's like a command grab. You go in and you get rooted for a hot second, and then you just hit them with 2 guaranteed shots with your 1.
Yeah.
So you prime your 1, and then you dash in, and you get them with 2 guaranteed shots and a 3 if you're lucky. So that one is tough.
Yep. And then there's the finally Petrify. I call it the Stone Gaze, right?
Yep.
It's pretty simple. If you're looking at her when it casts, it stuns you. If you're not looking at it, it slows and does half damage. Still does a lot, though.
Yeah.
And I think that's the biggest issue right now with the character is people are like, her ult's too hard to hit because you could just turn around. What they don't realize is even if you're turned around, you're taking a lot of damage.
I feel like, and I feel like the design intent, and I'm so far away from the designers that, you know, this is just my personal opinion. I feel like the design intent is, it should do the amount of damage when you're not facing, and you just get in trouble if you are facing, right? Like it's a punishment rather than a reward.
Right.
I think people are thinking about it the wrong way. So it's actually really interesting because Athena and Medusa lane, that's gonna suck.
You can't look at her, man. And Athena's like, yo, look at me.
She actually says, "Face me."
Yeah, she
That
says
is, that
it.
is her line. Face me, and you're like, I don't want to face the face. It's actually really problematic.
I mean,
I
but
can't wait.
I think that's the only reason that to this point that Red Team is even in this against the comp that they've, it's random. Sometimes you're going to get kind of messed up by the random rolls. But, I mean, Medusa has been doing well. And who's playing the Medusa right now? I can't see who's.
It looks like
it's
Divios. Big D.
That's why the person playing Medusa is right on top of things, because Divios is like, new God, I'll play that for 9 hours in a row.
He's a machine, man.
I love it.
Yeah.
Love it.
I love Divios.
I love the amount of work that really Divios puts into the game. Blink in from Geb underneath the tower. That's going to go ahead and claim 2 for the team. Jean-Quay ult is going absolutely incredible, but we're riding along with Divios. Gets stunned by Nox, but it doesn't really matter. He's just dishing out damage.
He's trying to, at least, but they do have a healer. And while Moonlit Waltz is not like a great, or Moonflower Dance rather, is not a great heal, I mean, it's still better than no heal.
What I really like about, I feel like Chunga was the character affected most by the inclusion of Lotus Crown. Because that heal, the heal, as you said, it's a minor heal, but Lotus Crown is 20/20. And it's that. It doesn't matter how much you're healing for, it's just protection.
Not to mention, Chang'e can actually manipulate the movement of her heal whilst it's going on, meaning she has a better chance to hit more people with it, unlike Hell, where it's like, everyone around me is healed, and that's it.
Right.
Ra's like, stand in this place and hope there's not a Culkin tornado, right? Chang'e's like, I have extra movement speed, and everyone's healed, and I love you guys.
My favorite battle mage, Chunga. I really like her ability to really dance in and out of the fight. In a perfect world, I feel like Chunga is a little more tanky, builds some tanky abilities, but can just sort of like come in and out. I'm very glad you can't see the,
you gotta flow. It's all about the dance.
I'm doing right now. But it just feels so cool that she should be like this tanky beast, that sort of like a frontliner, right? Where she comes in and she deals poke damage and heals her friends.
That's why I absolutely love Wingblade on her. It's movement speed, it's cooldown reduction, health. It's slow immunity. I mean, that makes her so powerful. She's already gaining movement speed from her moves as well. Remember, her passive going to increase her movement speed by 25% whilst any of her spells are being cast, which is incredibly powerful.
So, you like her in the middle?
Oh, but they all just got caught looking. What are you looking at?
You're watching!
Well, I can't really play her in the mid lane because her early game is actually kind of weak. When you have a jungler just constantly wanting your butt and the support, but if you actually can build her up, she is one of the most lethal gods in the game, easily, hands down, in game. And with all her spamming abilities and just able to like take cooldowns and bait cooldowns, it makes her just that much better.
Yeah, actually, I really like the ultimate. Help me out, Brandon.
Which ultimate? Waxing Moon?
I really like Waxing Moon at mid Harpies.
I really like Waxing Moon. It's like the best ability in the game.
Sure, but I'm talking because like I always preach, and Laz, help me out here. I always preach that you need 3 things for mid lane. You need wave clear, you need escapability for when the jungler inevitably gets you, and mid camp secure. You need some button to say go away from my mid camp.
Oh, right? I agree.
Those are the 3 tenements that make a mid laner.
But Chang'e also, I mean, she doesn't have clear though.
Exactly, which is why you don't see her in the mid. You see her in the solo. Oh wait, she's the mage. LOL.
Well, and she's also super mana hungry, which actually just hurts her as a early game. So.
That's good. That's really good insight. You don't get the blue buff in the mid lane.
I've always wished, because her too, when she's invincible, every time you're hit with a tick of an ability, any kind of damage, she'll gain X amount of mana back. I always wished it was just any kind of damage, so that you could just poke them and have all 6 minions hit you at once. You spend 60 to gain 120.
Oh, that would be crazy.
My heart.
That would be so.
I started practicing it because I didn't read the ability, and I'm like, yeah, I could do it like every time. They're like, you're not getting any mana back. Wait, are you sure?
Yeah, oh my gosh, that would just, I would play her mid because of that.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of what I did that with. Oh, it was actually an old, please, production, take all the peppers away from us. All of them. All of them. My man Eric the Vincent just came and took a handful of peppers, and the delight on Laz's and GM's face was, we're not acting heroes.
Those are just snaps.
It's real.
So what seemed like strength for, kind of signs of life from the red team immediately gets answered back by the fact that the blue team got to back for the first time in quite some time. And with that, I mean, they already burst through the tier 2 tower. The Phoenix is under duress. But again, Divios finding 2. Looking too much there. Nox going to pick up a kill regardless. Nobody getting taken down. Poor Divios, man. After the game, the lobby's going to be like, my team fed.
Good old Divios. I mean, this Chunga's doing a lot of work with that Lotus crowd. That's exactly what we're talking about. We're going to ride along with Big D one more time. Basics come in as Bastet does. Bastet jumps in. If you push that button a second time, you can jump back.
Not that quick, you can't. It used to be that quick. Man, it used to be that quick.
It used to be.
NCC immune.
Boom, boom.
Yeah.
I actually, and this is a wildly unpopular opinion that I don't blame people for hating on me for, I liked it that way. I thought it was really cool. It was horribly unbalanced.
I love it.
It was horribly unbalanced, but I felt like it was really like, that's the core of the ability, right? In, out. Big bang.
I mean, you know the saying, right? Because if it ain't OP, it ain't for me. Belly flop gonna find another blue team. A little bit of duress here once again. Jung Quay close to by himself here. It looks like Nox is not going to be able to save him, albeit she did try. That's going to be a D-aside.
Titan doing work as well, swinging those hammers around, dual wielding. That's pretty incredible. Anyway, if you guys are just joining us, don't forget, this is a charity stream. We're making donations towards the American Cancer Society. If you want to be a part of it and make us do ridiculous things like eat weird stuff.
Can you not give them ideas?
Make glasses, eat a pepper or something.
Oh!
You can go to crowdrise.com/SPLspring. One more time, that's crowdrise.com/SPLspring. And give American Cancer Society your money so we have to do weird stuff. That's pretty much my job.
That's
You
the
just had to use my
gist.
name, huh?
Blink gonna cancel the belch after she jumps away, throws in the belly flop. She's gonna answer back by throwing the cats down. They're actually doing a lot of damage. Wow, Bacchus getting kind of slammed here. Do my eyes deceive me? Is that health bar down to like 20%?
It is. It's very, very low. Oh, that's a good jump back.
That was a cute jump.
I love fast step jump. I think it's one of my favorite abilities in the game.
It's definitely one of the best. I mean, it's lightning fast, ton of damage. I mean,
and it's not as punishing as other jumps because you can leap back.
We actually have it. You heard?
bastard.
You heard production?
Oh,
Did you?
No, that's not what it says.
That's not what it says.
That's,
so
yes, that's
we know what it says. I'm just gonna go ahead.
We
We have a DM specific.
This is not fair.
We have a DM specific donation
Fine.
right here.
I have to say.
It comes from Dust. I gotta say.
It says from Dust.
You gotta say.
It's Dust.
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 He hates it. So,
Hashtag Goop King Smatter. That's not. I'm the Goop King.
no, so we've got it. That is from Dust. $30. I'll read the whole thing in memory of my dad who passed away to liver cancer. I miss you, fam.
That's my
also,
man.
I want to say Brandon to say hashtag Goop King Smatter. And
Shout out to Dust.
followed up by Smat Daddy. $10 donation from Smat Daddy. Smatter is the Goop King in all caps.
What are they on Mumble? Just like, we should all donate and make him say this.
This is what you get for forming the juice community. Ladies and gentlemen, that brings us to a total of $6,315 raised just today. That's a lot of fun. We've raised 42% of our goal, which is $15,000. And as we said, this is both Thursday today and Friday tomorrow. So be a part of it. Crowdrise.com/SPLspring, both today and tomorrow. Nox, we're riding along with for what seems like the first time in ever.
All right, so they're going for it. The Phoenix still strangely up. Finally going to go down there. Blue trying to close this one out, but they did lose Chang'e. They should be escaping here, waiting for her to get back up. Heavenly Agility, though, going to be popped in the back line. They're trying to rush it down. Nox under duress and should fall here, and she does indeed quickly.
Kronos is just so incredible. I love his ability to stick to a target as much as Brandon hates it. I love it.
Wow, they're still going.
Yeah, I mean, it's Cyclone Spin on that Kronos.
They have to end. They
No, it's
have to
Ionic,
end.
actually.
Oh, it's Ionic on
Yeah,
Kronos.
and Ionic's such a great player, man.
Speaking of the Goop King, in the background, you're going to see all that Ghost Goop coming out. Sean Quay trying to just keep the dream alive here, but it's not going to happen. Oh, 1v1. Geb trying to take down Medusa. Lacerates away. Should be able to close the distance after a bit, but Geb going to be hard-pressed to catch up immediately.
Oh, with the blink in.
Unless he has Blink.
Go! Take it down, Divios.
Geb with the kill.
Get
I love
bodied.
when Geb gets a kill, because it's just, the way Geb attacks is just so funny.
I love it.
All right, so Chang'e's back alive, but I really don't see Geb getting away from this one.
Geb is definitely
Ooh,
up a creek without a paddle, surrounded.
That cute Geb shield, though.
Gonna get a couple of knockouts, but eventually Kronos will get the kill. That's Ionic. We were talking about, well, we mentioned him real quick. He's a great player.
I don't know about that one. They might have
save?
had a chance to. No, I guess Bastet's coming up soon, too. Nox is up. Yeah, maybe.
Playing it safe.
It's going to be hard, though. I mean, they were already losing a majority of the fights. I mean, consider how that went, and that was under a Phoenix, right?
Uh-huh.
So if they rush it down, there's a chance they could end right now. I would like to see Blue Team just go for it.
Probably not a bad idea, but it is rolling the dice. And some players don't
And
always
realistically, that's what it is in Assault. It's all gambles.
Yeah, that is very
Can
true.
I die and stay dead long enough before my team's going to fall? Do I have enough time to do this? Spend money, get my health back. And without a healer, I think it's more than impressive to see these guys last as long as they have.
Absolutely.
I'm really loving the Chronos play coming out. I've mentioned a bazillion times I like the character, but Ionic's piloting this guy. Ionic's usually a support player. Now, you mentioned he's a great player. Have you had a chance to play with him on a team at all, Laz?
No, but he used to play for RG, and ironically he was benched. But and you know, now you look at him, he plays for one of the top teams in the world, and every time I play with the guy in ranked, he's always doing something right, making great calls, super friendly. And he's always just been naturally talented. Yeah.
I actually met Ionic through a Tier Monster tournament. They seeded us on the same team because Ionic wasn't well known, and that was just a nightmare for everyone we fought. Everyone else had one good player. You know, we had two, and then we had the community, and it was just a nightmare. Pecky's made it to finals against us, and he's like, there's no way to win. And I'm like, I had no idea you were this good. And then 6 months later, he's on Name Changers, or Game Changers, rather, and they were just blowing up the competition.
You know what it is for me? Ionic thinks so much, so quickly. If you ever have a chance to talk to him, he's just such an intelligent player.
Very
and I think in a MOBA, intelligence can really carry you very far.
Wow. Chang'e Geb losing the game there. Ionic and the boys going to be able to take that one down. You know they're feeling good about that one.